Alright everybody, what is going on? I figured we'd do a little bit of a different video here for April Fool's Day. So what we're going to be doing is taking a look at this Game Informer bracket. So this was, I guess, what'd they say, 200,000 fan votes. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was voted the all-time winner of greatest video game of all time. So I just wanted to do, I guess, a bit of a reaction to this tier list right here. You know, take a break from our typical Dokkan content and just, you know, see what this bracket was all about. So we're just going to take a look at everything in here, and we'll just talk about this in this video. We'll talk about the games that I've played, if I think the vote was a good decision or not. We'll just kind of get through that. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to go ahead and open it in a new tab. How do I... there we go. There it is. All right. Forgive me. I am 100 years old. You guys know how it is. Oh, no. This is very bad. Hang on. There we go. Now let's do it. Is that better? There we go. Okay, so let's zoom in. So over here on the right, so we've got the first up, we had The Last of Us versus Dragon Age Origins. So personally, I've never actually played Dragon Age. I have played The Last of Us. Dragon Age is like a JRPG, right? A turn-based JRPG. I've heard it's very good. Toriyama worked on this one, right? I can't remember, but anyway. I mean... Probably The Last of Us is better. I don't know. I can't really speak on this one. I mean, I've played The Last of Us. I think it's a really good game. Well, actually, I don't know. Can I say I think it's a really good game? I think the story is really good. I'm not a huge fan of the gameplay personally, so I don't know. We'll go down to the next one, Super Metroid or Portal 2. I'd probably also agree with Portal 2. Just really all the Metroid games, I feel like, you know, they're good. But I would just rather play Portal. I always have more fun whenever I'm playing Portal with friends. Super Metroid probably has more meat to it overall, maybe. But I think Portal 2 is a good choice here. So we'll keep going down. BioShock versus Minecraft. I mean, this is tough. This is like two different, completely, like, that's the issue with a lot of these, I guess, is they're going to be completely different styles of game. So, you know, kind of putting them head to head, it's just difficult. BioShock, obviously, better story. I mean, Minecraft doesn't really have a story, I guess, you know, like, but Minecraft is just build your own adventure. You know, this is tough to rank as a video game because this is just like a sandbox, you know, it's just like, here you go, do whatever you want. And there is merit to that. But as far as like, I don't know, like a curated experience, I mean, I guess BioShock obviously wins. If I had to vote, it'd be tough. I guess I would pick BioShock. This is really tough. Like, Minecraft ranking as a video game to me is just really hard. Like, I feel like its social impact is greatly higher than BioShock, but this is actually two that I have played extensively. I enjoyed BioShock a lot whenever I played it the first time. So, but Minecraft is just like, I mean, everybody jokes, right? Like, oh, I'm in my Minecraft phase again, where everybody hops on for, like, Minecraft for a week or so, you know? So, I guess there is that. I don't know. I don't really have any strong opinions on that. So, let me know what you guys think about this one. This is tough. I think Minecraft being a 13 seed, by the way, is kind of crazy, but BioShock being a 4, Final Fantasy X versus Batman Arkham City. I mean, for me, this is very, very easily Batman Arkham City. The Batman Arkham games are just so good. I mean, they hold up today, right? You know, you compare this game, like, side by side with Spider-Man, and I mean, you can clearly see that I don't want to say it's the same game, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, the combat system, just the way the game flows, the stealth sequences, the story, the way the story's told, the character development, things like that. Like, you know, people love the Spider-Man games, and I mean, Arkham laid the groundwork for those, so I'm sure, like, Arkham, you know, somebody laid the groundwork for them too, but I don't know, like, these games are just classics. The Arkham trilogy is just really good, so I would personally pick this. I don't know enough about Final Fantasy, but I feel like this is pretty easy choice here. Bloodborne versus Tetris. That's kind of insane. Tetris won? Dude, I don't know. I think I'd pick Bloodborne. I'm actually still waiting on a Bloodborne, like, HD remaster, or, like, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about, like they did for Demon Souls. I'm waiting on that for Bloodborne, personally. I've played it a little tiny bit. I think I started it, I played like an hour, and I was like, I'll just wait for this to get remastered. It is basically what I did. And, but I have seen like a ton of gameplay of Bloodborne, and I think I would pick Bloodborne here. Tetris, you know, is probably more well known around the world. It's a classic. Everybody knows about Tetris, but I think as far as like actual meat to a video game, I would pick Bloodborne. But you know, I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think about that one too. Metal Gear Solid or Street Fighter. I don't know. I mean, this is either way. Both of these are great. So, I'm not a big fighting game guy, so I would probably pick Metal Gear Solid. But this is tough. Fortnite or Persona 5 Royale. I'm surprised Persona 1 actually, but sure. Again, like, I don't want to say Fortnite is like Minecraft where it's like create your own adventure, but I feel like the gameplay loop of Fortnite, it relies heavily on just you, like how do I describe it? Like, you know how Minecraft, you load into a different seed and everything that happens is going to be similar but different every single time? I feel like it's a similar experience with Fortnite. They do add a lot of extra content into the game to make it like more fleshed out, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't actually finished Persona 5. Again, I think this is like Bloodborne. I started it, I played about 2 hours, and I was like, okay. And I've just never really been a fan of Battle Royales, so I can't really comment too much on either of those. Oh, this is insane. Mario Galaxy's a 15 seed? Oh, man, this is tough. Breath of the Wild or Mario Galaxy? This is like, this could have been the finals. Like, we had a finals matchup right here in the first round. This is insanity to me. What if I said Mario Galaxy is what I would have picked here? What if I said that? Like, Mario Galaxy is so good, man. I loved Breath of the Wild, but, dude, Mario Galaxy is just... It's so much fun. The music, dude. Was it the Gusty Garden Galaxy theme? Like, I don't know. Breath of the Wild's pretty good. The story is eh. The gameplay was, you know, crazy. I mean, how many games copied Breath of the Wild as soon as it came out? I mean, it won Game of the Year for a reason, but did Super Mario Galaxy win Game of the Year? I can't remember. That might have been before they actually did, like, the new Game of the Year style system, so maybe not. But yeah, I think I would pick Mario Galaxy here. No offense to Breath of the Wild. I think Tears of the Kingdom was like the perfection of the formula. I mean, if you guys don't know, I have completely 100%ed Breath of the Wild. I got all the Korok seeds. I did everything. So, and I actually did originally on the Wii, also 100% Mario Galaxy as well, like with Luigi and everything. So, having 100%ed both of these games, I think I would pick Mario Galaxy. I mean, it's just... I feel like Breath of the Wild, once you've played it once, like, you kind of got it, you know? Super Mario Galaxy, though, is, like, infinite replayable, so I don't know. That's tough. Elden Ring versus Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I mean, I would go with Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring, it's just, like, a huge game, you know? There's so much content. Like, this is such a content-rich, like, amazing video game. I think I would pick this. Like, not the, like, diss on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but at some point we do have to start recognizing that these games have aged. And a game like, you know, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, while in its heyday was crazy, it has definitely fallen off. I think we can agree on that? Maybe. Pokemon Red and Blue versus Metal Gear Solid. I mean, it's Snake Eater. Red and Blue, you know, I mean, Pokemon as a whole, as a franchise, is just like generational impact on people. I actually secretly just bought the first 3 seasons on DVD for Pokemon like this weekend. So, because I wanted to rewatch it and I couldn't find it anywhere, so I just bought the DVDs. But yeah, dude, like this game has definitely, like, Pokemon Red and Blue has definitely had a bigger, like, significant impact on my life. But Metal Gear Solid 3, dude, Snake Eater, that's a good game. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past or Hades. I mean, that's tough for Hades. I mean, you're going up against one of the OG video game GOATs right here. This game still holds up. You know, I was talking about how, like, San Andreas is starting to fall off. You can pick this up, and it is just as good as it was on day one. You know, like, the musical score in this, just, I don't know. Dude, this game, I'm sorry, Hades is fun. I've played quite a bit of Hades. But Link to the Past, man, this is just... It's too good. It's too good. I can't. Like, I'm sorry. My Nintendo bias is showing, but it's a Link to the Past for me. Undertale or Half-Life 2? I would pick Undertale. I think Half-Life 2 is extremely overrated. Elder Scrolls or Destiny 2? Elder Scrolls. Nothing against Destiny 2, but you know, Skyrim is Skyrim, right? Like, it does hold some weight. At least, like, going up against, like, a 14 seed like Destiny 2. No offense to Destiny 2, but, I mean, I played a ton of Destiny 1, if you guys didn't know. I sunk, like, my entire... I sunk, like, 6 years of my life, or however long this game was around, into Destiny 1, and then Destiny 2, I fell off immediately, so I don't know. Maybe it was just burnout, but, there's definitely some things in Destiny that can't really be replicated in any other game. Like, the 6-man raiding experience in Destiny is just different, you know? Like, it's so much fun, as, like, a first-person shooter doing stuff like that. So, it gets some bonus points there, but, dude, I mean, Skyrim is Skyrim. I was entranced by Skyrim this last fall. I put a ton of hours into it. It was one of those video games that I wanted to get out in my best games of 2023 list. It didn't quite make the cut, but I mean, it really is what is advertised, right? Like, it's the typical Bethesda formula before the Bethesda formula got old, you know, back whenever, like, doing a million side quests and everything was, like, really fun. Unfortunately, they've copied and pasted that formula across all the way up into Starfield now. But at the time when Skyrim released, I mean, this game graphically still holds up pretty well, and I mean, like I said, the gameplay loop is just, dude, it draws you in. It draws you in and does not let you go. Fallout 3 or Nier, I'd probably go Fallout. Again, this is before, like, the formula here got old, so I would go with Fallout. Nier is only on here because people, you guys know. You guys know why Nier's here. Diablo 2 or Super Mario Bros. 3, I mean, again... I'm going with Super Mario Bros. I've never been a fan of the gameplay style of Diablo, and I mean, Super Mario Bros. 3 is just, again, infinite replayable. This game's hard. This is like the hardest 2D Mario or something. Like, this game's tough. Maybe I'm just a pansy, but, dude, this game is tough. Final Fantasy VII or Xenoblade, I'd probably go Final Fantasy VII. I've played very minimal of both of these games, but Xenoblade, it burned me out so fast. I tried playing it. I was over it in, like, 10 seconds. I was like, all right, we're done. We're done here. All right, let's go back over to the other side. Baldur's Gate or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, controversial take here. I don't like the gameplay style of Baldur's Gate 3, so I would actually pick Smash Bros. Like, pretty easily. You know, I was like, oh, it's like infinite gameplay, but dude, this gameplay looks infinitely boring to me. So, you know, I wasn't shocked whenever it won Game of the Year, but I was like, not my pick. But, yeah, that's just me. Like, the gameplay here, like, lulls me to sleep. So I don't know what you guys want me to say about that. I mean, that's just opinion. This is opinions. You can't be like, well, actually, Baldur's Gate 3, it has very intricate and in-depth gameplay and is very And it's like, listen, I like playing D&D whenever I'm sitting around at a table with my friends, eating, like, sopapilla cheesecake and chips, and we're drinking, and it's, like, having a good time. Not whenever I'm just, like, virtually doing it by myself. I don't know. Super Mario World or Fallout New Vegas. I mean, for me, it's Super Mario World. This is like the video game that got me addicted to video games. So, I mean, I would pick this. Super Mario World is so much fun. I have to go back and play it like once a year and just 100% it. So, I love Super Mario World. The, you know, soundtrack's iconic. The map's iconic. You know, it had the whole section, right, of like, I mean, you guys know about Super Mario World. It's so good. Knights of the Old Republic or Animal Crossing. I mean, dude, it's KOTOR, right? Like, KOTOR is crazy. Animal Crossing New Horizons, get that out of here. My wife's going to be mad that I picked that. But, dude, give me KOTOR. Chrono Trigger or League of Legends. I can't really speak on either of those, so whatever. God of War or Uncharted. Now, that is tough. I would pick God of War, but Uncharted 4, dude. The storytelling in Uncharted 4 is so good. Did Uncharted 4 make my list of best games of 2023? I don't think it did. It was close, though. I played through the entire Uncharted series, again, this last fall, and that was the first time I've ever played through it, and it was so good. It was so, both of these games, again, this is a 5 and a 12 seed. This could have been like a finale round. Like, this is two juggernauts going against each other right here. Classic Pac-Man or Resident Evil 4. I mean, I would go with Resident Evil 4. That's like another... both of these are, like, not genre-defining, but, like, classic video games, you know what I mean? Like, that same weight as, not, like, genre-redefining, but you guys know, like, Resident 4 is up there with the greats. So, and then Pac-Man is, like, Pac-Man, so... I would pick Resident Evil 4. You know, Pac-Man's fun, but I mean, you play the first stage and you kind of get the point, right? So it's kind of like Tetris. It's like, you know, these games had their heyday. They're these arcade style, like high impact video games. Like none of these other games would exist without Pac-Man. But for my money, give me Resident. Like, you know, mom takes you to Blockbuster for the weekend. She's like, all right, you can rent one game this weekend, and then we have to return it on like Monday because you have to go to school. Like, which are you renting? Like, you're renting Resident Evil 4, right? Like the zombie killing roundhouse video game over Pac-Man, where it's like, all right, I played this for 15 minutes. I get the point. I'm done. Halo 3 or Grand Theft Auto 5. For me, this is Halo 3 easily. Grand Theft Auto 5, I know, was the game that just kept on giving, and like people love this game to this day. But I think this is pretty disrespectful to Halo 3. I don't think you guys realize how crazy Halo 3 was back in the day. You had to be there. You know, all these new cats voting for GTA 5, y'all weren't there. Y'all weren't there in those public lobbies, all right? Y'all, you weren't there. You weren't there vetoing maps, all right? You weren't there. Ocarina of Time or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I mean, for me, it's Ocarina of Time. Call of Duty, this is back whenever Call of Duty still had soul. But I mean, it's Ocarina of Time. Like, again, Ocarina of Time is one of these games that holds up to the modern day. You can pick this up, you can give it to a kid, and they're going to love it and enjoy it, and they're going to be entranced by it. The soundtrack's going to draw them in. The gameplay is going to draw them in. Just the fantasy world that they were able to create with this game. And we saw that it was the winner, right? So, I mean, we know that it's going to climb up the tiers, but honestly and genuinely, this is like an infinite replayable game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it's fun. You play through it, you know, once, twice, maybe. The multiplayer is what gave this longevity. Ocarina of Time's just like soundness of game design and just, again, its ability to draw you into this fantasy world. It definitely like holds up to this day. So, Last of Us Part 2 or Metroid Prime. Either way here, it doesn't really matter to me. Last of Us 2 had a good story, I think. I think a lot of people give it like way too much hate. I actually think the storytelling is pretty good, and just like how the directors are able to direct your emotions as the player. You know, it's like they very intentionally, you know, people are like, oh, that's not how I wanted it to end, and it's like, yeah, that's what they wanted, right? Like they wanted to direct your emotions and like create this separation between you and the character, right? Like they didn't want you to feel unified, but I digress. We could do like a whole video talking about The Last of Us Part 2. But again, I'm still not a huge fan of the gameplay. Like, my entire strategy for both of The Last of Us games was walk into an area, throw as many Molotovs as I can, and then just run through it. Like, that's how I played. You know, everyone's like, oh, you can go set up traps, and, you know, you can bait people and do this and that. And it's like, okay, well, let me just make 100 Molotovs, throw them at everybody, and then just get out of there. I can't really comment too much. I would probably pick Last of Us Part 2 because, again, I'm just not a huge fan of the Metroid games, but either of these would just get knocked out by Mario 64, which is in this next tier. So Mario 64 or Kingdom Hearts 2, what would I pick here? That's a good question. Sorry, to make sure that the audio is still on, there's going to be a small awkward cut right there. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts. I would pick Mario 64 pretty easily right here. So I don't know about you guys, but wait, where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, Mario 64 for my money. Give me that one. Again, Mario 64 holds up. Like, its controls and movement, like, as a 3D platformer, holding up today is astounding. Of course, not being able to move the camera is pretty bad, but I'm also just not a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts series. So that's, again, my Nintendo bias is showing. Shadow of the Colossus or World of Warcraft. Shadow of the Colossus. This is a crazy game, dude. This game is crazy. Just killing all these like amazing, magnificent creatures because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played it, but go play Shadow of the Colossus. You just commit genocide for a little bit of, you know, maiden time. Castlevania Symphony of the Night or Red Dead 2. I mean, listen. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a masterpiece video game. This game, if you guys haven't played this, go play this. Obviously, I think Red Dead 2 has like more meat to it. But, I mean, this is closer than it seems, like a 3 and a 14 seed like this. I encourage all of you to go play Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but I mean, Red Dead 2 is just like the easy pick here. But again, highly recommend this. Go play this. Go play this game. This game has a crazy OST. If you guys have never heard this one, whew, this game is a good soundtrack. Mass Effect 2 or Doom? I would pick Doom. Doom 2016 is just like infinite fun. Like, you turn the game on and within 5 minutes you're just having fun. Mass Effect 2, I mean, it's just one of those games that people have nostalgia for, but it's, again, this is just not for me. Final Fantasy 6 or Spider-Man. Give me Spider-Man. Combat Evolved or Wind Waker. This is tough. I would pick Combat Evolved. I'm actually not a huge fan of Wind Waker. This is my Halo bias showing. But Wind Waker, never really been a huge fan of it. My wife's actually playing through it right now for the first time, and she really enjoys it. But yeah, dude, the sailing as a kid, I was just like, all right, dude, I'm over it. I'm over the sailing. But yeah, I mean, this is tough. This is, again, this is an 8 and a 9 seed. These two being in the same bracket is crazy. So I don't know. And then Silent Hill 2 or The Witcher, either one can win there. So anyway, let's go to kind of this next round. We'll kind of just like walk through it. We won't spend as much time going in depth on this. This is already 20 minutes long. Witcher or Zelda? I would go with Zelda. Like if I had to pick between these two, I'd go with Zelda. Marvel or Mass Effect? I'd go Spider-Man. Red Dead 2 or Shadow of the Colossus? I'd probably pick Shadow of the Colossus. Mario 64 is what I would pick here. Ocarina of Time here. Resident... Ooh, actually, no, I would pick God of War. God of War is what I would pick here. God of War 2018 is insane, dude. I love this game. Chrono Trigger or KOTOR? I guess give me KOTOR. What were the other options here? Dude, this is kind of stinky. Like, can we switch League of Legends and like Halo CE maybe or something? Like, can we break up some of this like good stuff over here? Like, I don't know. Like, for me, this is kind of stinky. Like KOTOR is good, but I mean, listen, you know, this. I don't want to say it doesn't hold up. Like, this game is aged, okay? And it shows its age, you know? Like, whereas this game is aged, but it hasn't aged. This game has aged, and it has aged. Mario World or Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, you guys know I would pick Mario here. So there's that bracket. Let's go up to this side. Mario Bros. 3 or Final Fantasy 7. Give me Mario. Elder Scrolls or Fallout. I guess give me Skyrim. Give me Skyrim. Link to the Past or Half-Life. Yeah, Link to the Past easily. Elden Ring or Metal Gear Solid. Elden Ring. Persona 5 or Breath of the Wild. Give me Breath of the Wild. Tetris or Metal Gear. Give me Metal Gear. Arkham City or Bioshock. Give me Arkham. Give me Arkham. I think Bioshock is getting overrated at this point. Last of Us or Portal. Yeah, give me Last of Us. That's fine. Okay, so now let's go down from here. Last of Us or Bioshock. Give me Last of Us. Yeah, because I mean, I don't even think Bioshock should be here. If it was Arkham versus Last of Us, I might have to go Arkham. I think I would go Arkham, and so then Arkham would be here. Metal Gear or Breath of the Wild. Give me Breath of the Wild. Elden Ring or A Link to the Past. Give me Elden Ring. Link to the Past is good, but it's not beating Elden Ring. I'm sorry. Like this game is like the super like great grandfather of Elden Ring, but yeah, give me Elden Ring. Like, dude, this game is insane. Like, give me Elden Ring here. What? No, internet. No, guys, we gotta let go. Like, we gotta let go here. Okay, Elder Scrolls 5 or Final Fantasy. Yeah, give me Skyrim again. Dude, that's crazy. KOTOR or Baldur's Gate. I guess give me Baldur's Gate. It should be Super Mario World though. Give me Super Mario World right there. Ocarina of Time or God of War 2018. That's tough. That is tough. That is crazy. The nostalgia. The Nintendo heart virus is telling me to pick Ocarina of Time. Oh, but God of War is so good. This is tough. This is the toughest one so far. Like, of the actual seeding that they have. Ocarina of Time or God of War. Ocarina of Time or God of War. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, Ocarina of Time has aged, but it's like, has it aged? I don't know. God of War is just so good. Like, the storytelling is good. The gameplay loop. You know what? I will give it, actually, to Zelda. I was about to get to the gameplay. My next thing I was going to talk about was the enemy variety. God of War 2018 specifically had a real issue with like a huge lack of enemy variety. Whereas Zelda, like all the bosses are very unique and different. I mean, the way you kind of beat them is generally similar, you know, shoot the eye 3 times or whatever. But I would actually say that there's more diversity in the boss fights of Ocarina of Time than God of War. God of War is definitely flashier. You know, it's a newer game. It's a bigger game. The mechanics are probably a bit more sound. But yeah, give me Ocarina of Time right here. As crazy as that sounds, give me Ocarina of Time. Super Mario 64, Red Dead. Yeah, Red Dead's fine. I mean, Super Mario 64, I love it. It holds up really, really well. But it does start to show its age with, like, as far as a 3D platformer goes. You know, not being able to move your camera and just, like, some of the things. Really, it's just the camera. The camera's holding me up right here. Red Dead 2 is just really good as well. But, yeah. Dude, I can't believe Mario Galaxy got out in the first round. That's crazy. Mario Galaxy didn't deserve to go out in the first round. Mario Galaxy should have at least made it this far. If it was Mario Galaxy versus Red Dead, I'll tell you right now, I'd pick Mario Galaxy. As crazy as that sounds, I love Mario Galaxy, dude. Witcher or Mass Effect, I don't really care. I mean, I personally, I would have this between Wind Waker and Spider-Man. I might pick Wind Waker. If it was between Wind Waker and Spider-Man, I don't know who I'd pick. Because, like, Wind Waker is really good. I just don't like it. Spider-Man is really good, and I did like it. But, like, Wind Waker is really good and, like, a classic. Whereas I think, like, Marvel's Spider-Man is going to be, like, forgotten to time eventually. Whereas, like, this game will hold up forever. So I think that does deserve value. I don't know. We're just talking, okay? We're talking about opinions, okay? Let's, Witcher, Mass Effect, it doesn't really matter. Because between Witcher and Red Dead, I'm picking Red Dead. So, yep, that's who they picked there. Ocarina of Time or Baldur's Gate. Give me Ocarina of Time. You guys know I hate this game. Never played it, but from everything I've seen, like, I just get bored instantly watching gameplay of this. So, like, why would I pay for it to try it out and find out? This is... Listen, I'm gonna be very clear right here. Y'all are smoking, like, heavy nostalgia dick. Like, I don't want to hear it, okay? Elden Ring clears Skyrim by, like, a million miles. This should not have been close. Elden Ring, like, no April Fools. No April Fools. Elden Ring dunks all over Skyrim. Like scoots on the carpet where they sleep. I don't know. Like booty scoots all over them, okay? Elden Ring easily clears here. Last of Us or Breath of the Wild. I would pick Breath of the Wild. Last of Us is a good game, but, like, what Breath of the Wild just did for video games was so, like, good. I don't know, like, it just... How do I describe it? Like, I don't know. Breath of the Wild was just good. It was really good. This should be Mario Galaxy, though. Mario Galaxy. You poor child. Mario Galaxy should be right here. And then it should be Mario Galaxy right there. That should be Mario Galaxy spot. And then, so then I guess I would have it between Mario Galaxy and Elden Ring is what I would have it between. Now that is tough. If it was between Mario Galaxy and Elden Ring right here. What would you guys pick? If it was between Mario Galaxy right here, probably most of you are saying Elden Ring. Elden Ring's the easy choice. If it was between Elden Ring and Mario Galaxy, I would probably pick Elden Ring. Just because I think, again, it's just like an insane game. It's one of those games that comes out and the gaming industry has to be going like, what are we doing? Like, every other developer's going, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, we're not making that. Like, we're making, like, trash. We're making bargain bin deals, you know? Like, Mario Galaxy's that same way, but I just feel like the scope of Elden Ring is probably bigger. I don't know. That would be tough. Elden Ring versus Mario Galaxy. That's where I start having to make tough decisions. Again, the Nintendo bias it's barking at me in the back of my head. Choose Mario Galaxy. Choose Mario Galaxy. It's barking really hard. Now, if it was between Mario Galaxy and Skyrim, it's Mario Galaxy easily. But Mario Galaxy and Elden Ring... I don't know. I honestly can't decide. So let's just go see what everybody else picked over here. So go back over here. Ocarina of Time versus Red Dead. I mean, Ocarina of Time is what I would pick. And then that's it. So then, yeah, then it's between Ocarina of Time or Elder Scrolls. I mean, yeah, I mean, Ocarina of Time clears Skyrim, like easily. So, yeah. I mean, I think that's a good choice, but this probably should have been Elden Ring right here. This should have been Elden Ring or Mario Galaxy right here. Maybe Breath of the Wild. This should have been Breath of the Wild, Mario Galaxy, or Elden Ring right here. And if you put any of those games up against Ocarina of Time, I think Ocarina of Time beats Breath of the Wild. I think Ocarina of Time... Could I put Ocarina of Time over Mario Galaxy or Elden Ring? I don't know. I don't know, man. That is tough. Like, I'm thinking about it, which means probably not. You know, like, instantly, I was like, Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, no, it's Ocarina of Time. Like instantly, my brain was like, yep, that's a good decision. But sitting here, it's like, Ocarina of Time versus Elden Ring. Ocarina of Time versus Mario Galaxy. Dude, I love Mario Galaxy. It's just so, like, whimsical, fun, lighthearted. The game is just good. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, not that the Ocarina of Time isn't, but it just, like, evokes this, or, yeah, evokes these feelings in me of, it's definitely nostalgia, but I have nostalgia for a lot of these games on this list. Like, the fact that none of the Halos made it even into, like, any of these rounds, like, nah, like, Halo Combat Evolved should be here instead of, like, The Witcher or something, right? Like, you guys are mad disrespecting Halo Combat Evolved because it was in a garbage bracket against friggin' Wind Waker. Like, no. Like, put Combat Evolved against Wild Hunt, and I mean, I guess it just delays it around. Well, maybe not. No, it would. Like, if we switch these two right here, like, Wind Waker beats Silent Hill, and then Combat Evolved beats Wild Hunt, so I guess they have to face off in this round. But I'd probably pick Combat Evolved, so then it'd go down further, and then Combat Evolved versus Mass Effect. Yeah, give me Combat Evolved. Combat Evolved versus Red Dead 2. Call me crazy, give me Combat Evolved. And then we got, you know, Combat Evolved versus Ocarina of Time. Now we got some questions, you know. Like, you guys are mad disrespecting Combat Evolved. This game dunks on, like, every first-person shooter that comes out, like, now. The only thing this game has in it that has aged is, like, the vehicle physics a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. But, like, this first-person shooter campaign, like, to say it revolutionized first-person shooters, and again, like, the enemy AI and, like, pathing and just, like, everything about this game, the mechanics, the gunplay, the shooting, like, everything holds up now. Like, this game is better than, like, Halo 4 and 5 or something like that. Like, that's outstanding how well this game has aged over 23 years, which I guess you could say the same about Ocarina of Time, but to go out in the first round like this is infuriating me. Okay, I have a real problem with this. This should have been in the top section up here. Okay, I don't know if it makes it into the finals, but it should have been competing up here with the big boys. Okay, you know, like, no, like, going up in the first round like this, that's insanity. Okay, my bias is showing, but no, give me Combat Evolved. All right. Also, I just realized something. Hang on. All right, well, I think I fixed it. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. So yeah, Ocarina of Time. I do think that this is deserving. This is not. This should be Elden Ring at the very least, right here. This should either be Elden Ring or Mario Galaxy right here. And then, can I say Elden Ring is better than Ocarina of Time? I don't know. I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys. What do you think? I do think Ocarina of Time is very deserving, but let me know what you guys think. You know, again, I am somewhat biased towards Nintendo, so that I understand. I understand. I get that. But you guys let me know. So you guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this bracket. Do you think that there were any games that they missed? Kind of surprised Halo 2 isn't on here. I feel like all three of the original Halos have, like, a better claim to the throne. Oh, hang on, sorry. So I know I'm doing a lot of pauses in the middle right here, but there's some, like, things that keep popping up. So sorry. But yeah, let me know if you guys think that there's any games that they missed. Thank you all for watching. Happy April Fool's Day. I hope you're all having a good time. You know, enjoy yourselves. We'll see. I'm recording this right now. The banners for Harudagarn and everybody come out in a couple of hours. I'm just going to go ahead and get this in right here, just so you guys kind of know when I'm recording this. Schedule. There we go. Yeah, so I got another hour before these guys come out. I don't know if I'm going to survive that long. We will see. We will see. But yeah, I'm probably going to go for 1 copy of each. Don't really feel the need to go for more than that, because they should return. Just talking about this real quick. All right, sorry, I had to pull these up. So this is the last time on Global Dokkan that we got the the New Year's units in April. You guys can see Janemba and Pikkon dropped on April 1st, or I guess 2nd, which is going to be about the same time frame this year. As far as where they returned, I believe we can go ahead and double check this, but I think they returned on Worldwide. I just want to check this out on video right here and just kind of make sure. Yeah, these guys were Golden Week. And then 58, 57, 56, 55. Did I go too far? No. Okay, so that's anniversary for Global. And then we should maybe one more page. All right, right here. Here's Worldwide of that year. So the units that returned on Worldwide. Okay, it was the Golden Week units. It was not the New Year's units. Okay. They did not return. So then where did Pikkon and Janemba return? Because that's I'm trying to determine when these guys are going to return, so I can decide like how many dupes I want to go for in these guys. That's my game plan right here. They may have taken a long time to return. I wonder if they didn't return until New Year's. Was it here? Was it this banner? Was it Tanabata that they returned? Okay, so they didn't return until Tanabata on Global is whenever they made their return. So if I don't get them now, they're probably not returning until maybe November. We'll see, because the sync could screw some things up, but I don't know. We'll see how many dupes I end up going for them, because I also want to get the type supports rainbowed. To me, the type supports are the high priority for me. So, because, like, we know that Pikkon and Janemba, or not Pikkon and Janemba, but Harudagarn and Super Saiyan 3, which would be these two guys, right? Like, the equivalent. We know they are Dokkan Fest and they're going to return at, like, a set time at some point. But we do not know when the 50% supports are ever going to return again. I mean, it's been, like, 4 years or something since the last time they were out. So, I want to get them rainbowed this time, because most of mine are either 55% or maybe 69, 79, something like that. So, I do want to get them rainbowed. But let me know what you guys are going to do. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if you're going to be summoning. I will try to be awake to do a summon stream. But guys, I mean, listen, it's tough. I am old. So you guys can let me know. You guys can let me know if I actually made it or not, if you're watching this. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think the greatest video game of all time is. Let me know if you think that there's any that they left off. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next time.